Welcome back to my channel. Today we want to talk more about the goals to set that can change your life instantly. There comes a moment in life when you realize that drifting is no longer an option. When waking up tired of the same days, the same excuses, and the same unfulfilled potential becomes unbearable. That moment is not a coincidence. It's a signal. A signal that your life is asking for direction. And direction begins with goals that don't just sound good, but goals that actually change who you become. Most people set goals like wishes. Vague. Comfortable. Safe. They say things like, I want to be successful, or, I want to be happy. But vague goals create vague results. If you want a life that looks different, you must set goals that force you to grow, goals that stretch your discipline, your mindset, and your identity. Today is not about motivation that fades tomorrow. Today is about setting goals so powerful that they reshape your future. Life will never rise above the level of the goals you set. If your goals are small, your actions will be small. If your goals are unclear, your effort will be inconsistent. But when your goals are clear, specific, and meaningful, something incredible happens. Your brain starts searching for solutions. Your habits begin to align. Your confidence slowly builds, not from hype, but from progress. Goals that change your life always begin with clarity. You must know exactly what you want and why you want it. Not what society expects. Not what looks good on social media. But what truly matters to you. Because when the reason is weak, quitting becomes easy. And life will test you. There will be days when motivation disappears. On those days, your reason is what keeps you moving. A life-changing goal is not something you casually think about once and forget. It's something you carry with you daily. It influences your decisions. It changes how you spend your time. It makes you say no to distractions and yes to growth. Most people fail not because they aim too high, but because they aim too low and stop too early. They underestimate what consistent effort can do over time. Real transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you show up on ordinary days and do the work even when no one is watching. Another mistake people make is setting goals that don't challenge their identity. If your goal doesn't force you to become a new version of yourself, it won't change your life. A goal that changes your life requires you to let go of old habits, old excuses, and sometimes even old relationships that no longer align with where you're going. Discomfort is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're growing. Every meaningful goal will come with fear, doubt, and resistance. That's normal. What's not normal is letting those feelings control your actions. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite it. You don't need to have everything figured out before you start. Clarity comes from action, not overthinking. Take the first step, then the next. Momentum is built by movement, not perfection. Waiting for the perfect moment is just another form of procrastination. Goals that change your life are built on daily habits. Big dreams mean nothing without small, consistent actions. Discipline will always outperform motivation. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going when motivation fades. What you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. You must also learn to measure progress honestly. Not emotionally. Not based on how you feel. But based on results. Progress may be slow, but slow progress is still progress. As long as you're moving forward, you're winning. Comparing your journey to someone else's will only distract you. Your path is yours alone. Another key to life-changing goals is commitment. Not interest. Interest disappears when things get hard. Commitment stays. Commitment means you keep going even when results are delayed. Even when no one applauds. Even when self-doubt whispers that it's not worth it. At some point, you must decide that your future is more important than your comfort. That decision changes everything. When your standards rise, your actions rise. When your standards rise, excuses disappear. You stop negotiating with weakness and start aligning with strength. Remember this, goals don't just change outcomes, they change identity. When you consistently act in alignment with your goals, you become disciplined. You become confident. You become resilient. And once your identity changes, success becomes a byproduct, not a struggle. Your past does not define your future unless you allow it to. Mistakes are lessons. Failures are feedback. What matters is not how many times you fall, but how quickly you get back up and recommit to your vision. Life will always reward those who take responsibility. When you stop blaming circumstances and start owning your actions, power returns to you. You realize that while you can't control everything, you can control your effort, your mindset, and your choices. Set goals that excite you and scare you at the same time. Goals that make you uncomfortable enough to grow but focused enough to stay committed. Write them down. Review them daily. Visualize the person you must become to achieve them. And most importantly, act. Action is the bridge between intention and transformation. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more settling. There will be moments when you question yourself. Moments when progress feels invisible and effort feels wasted. This is where most people quit. Not because they are incapable, but because they mistake silence for failure. Growth is often quiet. Transformation happens beneath the surface long before it becomes visible. Just because you can't see results yet doesn't mean nothing is happening. You must learn to trust the process, especially when it feels uncomfortable. The process is where character is built. Anyone can stay committed when things are easy, but very few people are willing to stay consistent when results are delayed. That willingness is what separates those who change their lives from those who stay stuck wishing they had. Goals that change your life demand patience. They demand resilience. They demand that you keep showing up even when you feel tired, unmotivated, or uncertain. On those days, remember that discipline is not about feeling ready. It's about acting regardless of how you feel. Feelings change. Standards should not. It's also important to understand that not every day will feel productive. Some days will feel messy. Some days will feel like setbacks. But setbacks are not the opposite of progress. They are part of it. What matters is how quickly you reset your focus and continue forward. You don't need validation to keep going. You don't need approval. The most powerful progress happens when no one is clapping. When your work is unseen. When your effort is private. That's when real confidence is built. Confidence doesn't come from praise. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. As you pursue your goals, you may outgrow people. Not because you're better, but because your priorities have changed. That's okay. Growth often requires solitude. It requires protecting your energy and your focus. You can't build a new future while holding on to habits and environments that keep pulling you backward. Another truth most people avoid is this: your goals will expose your weaknesses. They will reveal where you lack discipline, patience, and belief. But this is not a reason to quit. It's an opportunity to improve. Every weakness identified is a chance to grow stronger. You don't need to be fearless. You need to be committed. Fear will always show up when you're doing something meaningful. The difference is whether you allow fear to stop you or sharpen you. Fear can be a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone and into growth. Remember, you are not behind. Life is not a race against others. It's a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself at your own pace. What matters is not speed, but direction. As long as you are moving forward with intention, you are on the right path. Every small step you take matters. Every decision to stay disciplined matters. Every moment you choose growth over comfort matters more than you realize. One day, you'll look back and realize that the moment you decided to set serious goals was the moment your life truly began to change. 1 year from now, your life can look completely different. Not because of luck. Not because of motivation alone. But because you made a decision today to set goals that demand more from you. The question is simple. Will you keep living on autopilot, or will you take control of your direction? Your future is listening. Choose wisely. If you enjoy this deep down on this motivational video, kindly hit the subscribe, like, comment. Stay tuned and online for our next upload.